federal judge blocking President Trump from using a wartime law to fast-track the deportation of Venezuelan gang suspects out of the U.S. and demanding that the flights carrying them return back here.
Former acting ICE director and former federal prosecutor Jonathan Fahey joins us now. Great to see you this morning, Jonathan. So, just big picture, if you're looking at this whole situation and you're concerned about the integrity of the judiciary, and you see a president trying to deport suspected and known, Trendaragua gang members, and you have a judge that nobody's ever heard of interfering with this and ordering the planes to be returned, you have to think it's going to really undermine the judiciary.
So yesterday, Donald Trump clearly violated the law, trying to invoke a 1798 Alien Enemies Act, which is a wartime act that had only been used last, in World War II, when they used it as a reason to put Japanese Americans in internment camps. So a judge, Judge Boasberg, went in and said, no, hold up a second, let's at least hear this in court to make sure that this is a fair use of this 200-year law, which requires a declaration being made during wartime. Now, what Donald Trump and his administration did is basically said any male Venezuelan 14 and over, if they just as much suspect that they could be a part of a gang, they can be thrown out of the country without any hearing, without any fairness. And this seems more than reasonable that a judge would say, hold up, because the obvious question is, how are they deciding that they're suspecting you're in a gang? Clearly, they're just going to look at any Venezuelan immigrant and automatically say, well, you look like you're in a gang, get the hell out of the country. So properly, this judge held up the act. And now, Donald Trump, MAGA Republicans are flipping the fuck out. And this is how they're spiraling us into a constitutional crisis. Because today, Republican members of House now want to impeach and remove this judge. And it's getting traction, and you're also getting support, of course, from President Elon Musk. The problem with this is, Republicans' new game plan is anytime a ruling in the courts does not go their way, they want to attack and threaten the judge, both personally and his career, and that's just not how the justice system works. The judge is doing his job of interpreting the law. He should not be punished for saying that Donald Trump broke the law. And that's where I say we're getting into a constitutional crisis where any time over the next 4 years that a judge says, Donald, you're breaking the law, Republicans are going to go out of their way to attack any single judge that goes against any Republican policy. So in the end of the day, I want to make this clear. The enemy of this country that I'm worried about is Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Those are the people I'm much more worried about than any Venezuelan immigrant. And that's what it is. Throw me a follow.